but really, I want to dig down on what you just said about it being hard to move from enterprise to SMB, and but vice versa is not as hard. Why do you say that? Can you tell us more?
Yeah. So when you start as an enterprise solution, um, UX and UI doesn't really matter. There is a very interesting behavior around enterprise solutions. Usually, they don't have a great UX UI, right? And that's because usually the people who works in these enterprise businesses, they care much more about the reliability of a feature than actually how good the feature looks, right? Um, so we were building a lot of things in a way that is not. It doesn't have to be kind of like UX UI appealing. Even I remember I was like telling Furqan and the rest of the development team, like, Furqan, I hate the design of our dashboards, and we should change
Mm.
that. And again, Furqan is another data driven person. He's like, all right, sure, I'm gonna launch a survey, and we're gonna see how would our clients rate our UX UI, and it scored 90%. I'm like, okay, I can't say anything,
Yeah,
even if I don't like it.
yeah.
Our clients, they liked it, right? So it wasn't as ugly as the other enterprise business, but it wasn't easy enough to move from sales-led growth into product-led growth, right? Because when you build a SaaS solution, you assume or you put in your backend that I want people to kind of like find me online and then go to my website and then sign up and then use me without the need of talking to anyone. That was impossible to be done with Auto when we started. Like, we really had to knock the door and then take people into demos and then record the demo and then do training before they start using the solution, because the system wasn't that straightforward and that simple. So the tricky part, Ali, was it's easy to add a feature, but it's not easy to remove one, right? Because you're like, that's a cool feature, right? That's a great feature, and there is this impact to the business. I mean, what will happen if we remove it for an SMB, right? And also on the back end and on the engineering side, it's way much easier to build on top of a feature or to build on top of a certain code than actually removing a code
It's
from
true.
code in order to simplify it. So it was an engineering challenge for us, and we could have not done that if we did not even migrate our tech stack completely from version 1 to version 2. So we had to kind of like build Auto from scratch, in a way that is scalable and clean and much more controllable than actually the old code.